we had a great turnout for our Veterans Day celebration day, welcoming back our hometown heroes. Lisa Sizemore, Pikeville Elementary School, what a great, fantastic job she did by putting this all together and having over 600 elementary school kids show up for this event. It would just put the hair on the back of your neck to make it stand up. It was just amazing. They marched down Main Street from the new courthouse here to the park to get ready for the ceremony, and the kids standing on the sidewalks chanting USA. It's emotional. It is. So it's just a thank you to these veterans, and to be able to look at them eye to eye. That's what really humbles me, to see what they did, and we don't know them all, but we all owe them. We do, and being able to talk to these guys and ladies, it just like I said, very humbling.
I served in the Army. I served for 33 years. I originally went in as a private, and I was a scout, and a scout's job is to go find the enemy. As I stayed in, I went to officer school and became an officer and retired as a colonel. And at the end, I was more into operations and planning probably large-scale events, more so than going out and finding the enemy. We were trying to figure out how to deal with him. We done found him. It was nice to come home after being overseas and things like that. When I actually got to the point that I retired and I knew that I was done, I felt kind of relieved, because for so long we were just constantly on the go, deployments, come home, get ready for the next one. And, it takes a toll at some point. And from that standpoint, I was glad when it was over, because I was so tired. I think from a mental and physical standpoint, because it takes a lot to continue to do that.
As a veteran, it's a very good feeling to see the community all come together and recognize the efforts and sacrifices that veterans have made. So it's really great to see everyone out here. I served on active duty in the Air Force for 10 years. I was on active duty on 9/11, and I joined up in '97, which sounds like a really long time ago. And most of the time that I had spent before that was all here in the Pikeville area or in Lexington. And when I joined, there weren't a whole lot of good job opportunities in the region, and so that was officer training school in the Air Force was the best one I could get. And I'm glad I took that, because it turned out to be a really great experience, and learned a lot. I got to travel around the world, met my wife, and we've been married for 21 years now. So it really turned out to be a good decision for me.
Growing up here in Pike County, Kentucky, we were taught to stand for the national anthem, to put your hand over your heart when you say the Pledge of Allegiance. Those are the kind of values we have. We don't kneel for the national anthem like some of these people who are trying to make some kind of political statement. Those types of statements really, in my opinion, dishonor the service of the men and women that we had here today. And I'm hopeful that this will instill in our children, including my 7-year-old who was here, a little bit of that patriotism and a little bit of an understanding of what our veterans have sacrificed to provide for us. And a lot of those veterans who have served our country, like I said, are still carrying with them the scars of their service, either physically or emotionally. So it's a wonderful event, a beautiful day to honor our veterans, and I want to thank everyone who worked together to make sure that this was a possibility.
We're just glad that we can be a small part of it. Like I said, the elementary school was a huge part of this. The kids, the way they did everything was just wonderful. Just very proud to be an American.